Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast.
So, our question today is regarding neck pain. A lot of us use the computer for long hours. There isn't enough mobility in our day throughout our day because of the kind of work that we do most. And neck pain because of posture or maybe some other reasons. A lot of younger people, maybe the older as well, have neck pain. Their neck starts paining over a time, and there doesn't seem to be a very easy remedy to this. Can you just elaborate on the reasons for why people get neck pain and what is it that they should do in such a case?
Yeah, if you see the anatomy of the brain, where the brain ends and the stem starts, the spinal cord stem starts, and then the spinal cord casing comes in of the bone structure, which is the vertebra. So you have those first three bones at the neck.
Right.
Yeah, it plays a lot of vital role. So the area of pain out there is called cervical spondylitis, and they have beautiful decorative names for all those things in pathology in modern science. Most of the real reason for neck pain is mainly because of particular position in which you place yourself all the time in the world. That, as you said, the computers. Nowadays, the whole work scenario is on the screen, whatever job you do. So you are fixing your face, your eye, everything onto the screen for number of hours in a day, where the movement of the neck is not there. So any part of the body movement should be there because of the lubrication what is required out there. The synovial membrane of all the ligaments and joints and those parts which are movable in the body, like your vertebra, your shoulders, your ankles, your knees and your hip and your elbows, your wrist, your fingers, and all this is synovial membrane. Producing synovial fluid is the lubricant out there which keeps the plate lubricated. And then if you are going to keep certain things stiff out there without the movement, then there is going to be some level of inflammatory accumulation out there. In whichever part of the body the inflammatory accumulation crosses beyond certain levels, then it will be very difficult for our biochemistry and hematology to clear them. And these inflammatory accumulation out there which is not been getting cleared in time, which is going to be constantly out there, more than the level which should be there, then what happens is that's going to really affect the function of those movable parts of those areas. This is I'm telling you in general. I think any normal person can understand this. So where we are stuck with this 14 hours and 16 hours and 18 hours of hard working with your computer screens or your whatever screens, your iPad screens or mobile screens or computer screens, even if you work for 10 to 12 hours, then you are on the mobile screen for at least 3-4 hours in a day without your knowledge. Then you are watching something in your iPad. And every time, when you are going to be fixing your face into a screen, previously it was not like that. If you take a household woman who does not go onto the computer, they do a lot of work. They keep on moving, they turn this side, they turn that side, to pick up things, and while cooking, there is so much of body movements are there, whatnot. And the most other important reason is lack of sleep. The lack of sleep plays a lot of role because of the turbulent way of meeting the economic conditions of the life. To keep your sociological status, to maintain your sociological status, you have to push yourself to make more money. Then that's going to give you a lot of imbalance in your emotional front, and that leads to lack of sleep. Lack of sleep is also one of the major reasons for your neck pain because you're not resting. Most of the cases in the lack of sleep, has a direct impact over your liver, the liver regulation. And lack of sleep also leads to ill health because the regeneration of the new cells, which is going to be hampered. So there are innumerable number of reasons for these days. If you take 10 people today of the young people of in 20s or late 20s, mid 20s or late 20s, at least in my books 5 to 6% has a neck pain, because we completely lost the habit of going and playing any games. We don't spend any time for our healthy way of living. We only spend all our time towards the job in which you are involved or the business in which you are involved. Then if you're going to turn around and say, I have a neck pain, I think you should be able to digest that pain and live with that. That's how I put it that way. I'm not arrogant here to say that. We don't even have knowledge of how we are supposed to maintain ourselves. Like the way you sweep and swab the house and dust the house and keep it clean, you're supposed to do certain things to maintain your physiological system, right? Which we have failed to do that in the last 30, 40 years. So these are all number of reasons for the neck pain which is being reported in most of the people in the present society today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.